It's the Sam Kingston Show.
Hi everybody, this is Sam Kingston with the Sam Kingston Show. Today my guest is DJ Basha. Thank you for coming to the show.
Hi, this is Basha, guest on the Sam Kingston Show.
So Basha, you're a DJ at the Gypsy Parlor. Do you mind telling people how you got into that career?
I started DJing about 2001. Got into it through various music, watching some movies that got me into the idea of it, and bought a pair of turntables and some vinyl, and the rest is history. 3 years later, started playing out in Buffalo, and just been building ever since, really.
That's really interesting. So, who would you say is your biggest influence in the DJ career? Who really inspired you?
Over the years I've thought about it a few times, and what really got me into it, honestly, was the movie Juice. Just seeing the first pair of turntables being used like that, and after that I probably found something like Deeper Concentration series and a bunch of turntablists, and after that listening to electronic music and going out to parties about late high school, just seeing the clubs and just getting to witness it firsthand pretty much turned me onto it. And I guess that's about it, really. Guys like Bad Boy Bill and Richard Humpty Vision back in the day, listen to stuff like that. And then we found out about jungle music and guys like Mickey Finn and Nicky Blackmarket, just to reference some. DJ Craze. That's about it.
Wow, go ahead, going old school, I see. So DJing, did it come naturally for you, or how long was the process of learning it?
I guess just kind of listening to it, listening to mixes. I put it together in my head ahead of time, and then when I got it in my hands, I was pretty good already. I already knew they were pretty much just lining music up together and making sure that they were all periodically correct. The timing and the beats per minute, tempo, and I just caught on to it real quick, and it was pretty much a natural, I guess you could say. My friends were pretty impressed right away, and if you're asking.
So you also have your own radio show. How did that come to fruition?
Well, that actually goes back to about 2005-ish. I was asked by some local guys. Actually, they were going to school at Buff State. They're from Rochester. Josh Nicodem and Scott Shoemaker, and they were doing a drum and bass radio show on Buff State, 91.3 WBNY, and they just came out to one of my events and just noticed the skills and wanted to get it on the show, and we just teamed up, and I started doing their show there, and from then on I was asked to do a radio show online around 2007, a couple years later, and that was CFXRnetradio.com. So they contracted me to kind of just do a show. I picked up a lot of time. I did 3 hours on Wednesday, 3 hours on Sunday, so I got a lot of experience from then until about 2010, and then after that I had to deal with doing it on my own. Did my own streaming because CFXR closed down due to funds, and that's pretty much where I am now. But I've been doing it on and off for a little while, until about March last year. It's been consistent since then. So we do it every Tuesday, and right now it runs 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern, and that's chew.tv/Basha.
That's really interesting. Now, you DJ at the Gypsy Parlor every Friday night. Do you have a history with the owner there, or?
I've known Gabby for a little while now. I remember when the place was opening. They were just checking it out. Got to get the little tour there from JJ. and that was my end. I know JJ for years, so just I've been working with the family for quite some time. Me and him started over at Third Room on Chippewa, and did some parties back then. It was like 2009, late summer, about fall we started, and then we ran for about a year. So we got, to throw some parties on the patio outside there, Cali May patio, and that's pretty much where we kicked things off. And then after that, we moved over to Allentown. They had bought Staples. Ironically, that's where I stopped working when I met JJ. So a year later, we came back to Allentown, started throwing shows there again, and that was great, working with Patrick and JJ's sister, Gabby. They owned the place at the time, and kind of showing the ropes a little bit, what we did with the electronic music scene before at Staples, and started working with the Friction Boys over there, the Queen City Cartel, and just ever since, JJ's treated me good. It's great working for Gabby. Got every Friday over there, 10 to 4 a.m. I got Buffalo Joe on with me, and some various guests like The Verdict, Drop D, DJ KC, and then some special guests like Jeffrey Peter, Gabby Anello. We're thinking about doing a show with Space Junk again soon, stuff like that.
That is quite the history. Yeah, history you have with them. That is actually really interesting.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah. So where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, over the past few years, I've been working in the studio, working on my own productions, and just collaborating with a lot of artists. So just continue to release music. This week I have a release coming out on something new. It's a London label. Putting out a vinyl release at the end of the year on a new label called Low Tide Records. It's an all vinyl label. And then I got a Philly label called Feral Sound, putting out a 3-track EP and then another single. So right now, that's what I'm working on. And I hope to be a recording artist and producing music in the future, recording bands and engineering for all types of artists, vocalists, anyone who really needs work done. And then after that, hopefully have a label running too, get some of my own music out and other music. I got a lot of stuff on my plate, so I can't imagine everyone's gonna be able to put it out for me. And then that'll actually open up another angle and another lane, I think. Maybe for the music scene, I'll be able to put out some stuff that's not getting released too. So, other than that, just staying healthy and just staying happy, having fun with the music.
Sasha, where can people find you?
Well, like you said, right now I'm playing out at Gypsy Parlor every Friday. It's 10 to 4. It's a guaranteed spot. But I'm on the internet. It's pretty easy to find my SoundCloud. It's soundcloud.com/BigBasha. It's just one word at the end. And then same thing on Mixcloud/BigBasha. And Instagram, if you want to check that out, it's Basha DJ. Just one word. And then I also throw shows as Frosty Tone. We're doing once a month at Preservation Pub right now. April 15th is Saturday. We got a show. It's featuring Stuntman. He's running Low Tide Records. It's that label I mentioned earlier, the all vinyl. They're doing UK grime. It's a style of music they're focused on. And this Saturday we're going to do a show featuring mostly grime. I got The Verdict MC Chief on, and I got Potent J, and I also got a guy who goes by Onyx. It's going to be a good one. And then next month we're doing May 20th. That's at Preservation Pub, Frosty Tone shows. So check that out. It starts at 10 o'clock. And you can check that out online too. It's facebook.com/FrostyTone.
And that's about all the time we have. Basha, thank you for coming on to the show. People,
You're welcome. Thank you, Sam.
Please,
Thank you,
please check me on next Tuesday on YouTube. This has been Sam Kingston with the Sam Kingston Show. Check me next Tuesday on YouTube.
I wanna know who you are. No more admiring and I get weak in the knees. I get next to you and I get thin.